All right, guys, I think I'm on both screens. I'm going to get started in a few minutes. Today, we're going to be talking about how in my group we're positioning the buyers to try to land these homes. I know everybody's been having problems in this seller's market, and I just want to share some ideas that we're doing here at the Bariso group to try to help out. So we'll get started in a few minutes. Anybody that's on right now, if they want to know anything about the market right now, what's going on in their town that they're looking at, feel free to either direct message me or just send a message on this page here, and we'll try to get it at the end of the show. Hey, Benjamin. Oh, Benjamin says hi, Miss Patty.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Benjamin. I love the pictures with you in the snow. Miss Patty loves you in the snow. I love it.
Hey guys, you guys just signing on. We're going to be talking in just a few minutes. I'm just trying to wait. We're going to wait till 7:30 to get everybody on, and then we're going to get started. If anybody wants to know anything about their town, the inventory in their town, I'm going to talk about the Pequannock Marketplace this evening at the end of the show, what's going on there. And we'll go from there. All right, guys, we're going to get started. It's here 7:30. For all you that don't know me, if you're on my Bariso group page, my name is Matt Bariso. I'm with the Bariso group. I've been a realtor now for over, in real estate, I should say, for over 20 years, active as a salesman for over 15. And this market that we're in right now is something I've never seen before. In fact, there's some agents that are in my office, been in the industry for double the amount of time I've been in it, and they say the same thing. They've never seen anything like it before. I was in the market in 2005 and in 2006, and in that time, the market was really, really hot before the housing bust in 2008. And I can tell you that this market that we're in right now is much more difficult to land a house than it was then. So I just wanted to share with you guys a few things here at the Bariso Group, what we're doing to try to get you the house and land you the house, what I'm telling my agents to do, and maybe if you need help when you're buying a home, hopefully you're using us, but if you're not, this will just give you some lessons that you can learn maybe, or just pick up something when you're out there trying to purchase a home. The first thing I can tell you is always be prepared, confident when you're looking to buy a home. What do I mean by that? Is know what your max budget is. Go into it strong as you can, and see what you can do with the words, and know your numbers. When you're going in strong, meaning that if the house is say $200,000, go in at 200, go in at 210, go in strong. Because you don't want to be late on an offer. So maybe you can do something as far as, say, I'm coming in at $200,000 and no more showings. Try to lock the deal in. All right, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Maybe the people want to keep the house on the market. Know your numbers, know your monthly payment. It's something to definitely think about when you're looking to buy a home. So if you're out looking for a house, you know at $200,000, with taxes being at $8,000 a year, that I know I can afford $2,000 a month, or I can afford $1,500 a month. You don't want to do numbers and come to find out later on, maybe a day or two later, that the numbers that you put together are over your budget. So you want to know all your numbers going in beforehand, so you're what I like to call an A buyer. Know your comfort zone. Again, just it's all about knowing your numbers, going in there, feeling confident enough that this is what I can afford. Know how you want to close. If you want to work in seller's concessions, if you have a house you want to sell, anything like that is very important to know. And another thing to think about when you're purchasing this home, you want to be ready, willing, and able. So us as realtors, when we're out there and we're presenting our offers, we want to know that if I have the listing, if a buyer's realtor is calling me up, we want to make them understand that our buyer is ready, willing, and able to close this home. Those are the key words that I tell every realtor that I'm presenting an offer, that they're ready, willing, and able. Don't get nervous about bidding wars. We have a lot of clients coming in, a lot of buyers coming in, and they say all the time, I don't want to get into bidding wars. I don't want to get into bidding wars. Well, let me tell you something. You don't want to be in this market then. Every house today that's coming on the market, there's bidding wars, and don't be afraid of them. It's going to happen. You just have to be prepared. Have all your ducks in a row. And one thing I tell all my buyers today is I try to put as much money up front as possible. So what we used to do some time ago is that we used to have earnest money, and I think some realtors still do it. I still do it from time to time. Some of my investors want the earnest money. It's the first check. We used to call it the good faith check. It's a $1,000 check. After that, it would be second deposit. Some of you newer realtors don't know what I'm talking about, and they end up just going in with the first deposit, which before was the second deposit. Anyway, so when you're putting in that deposit, you want to make it solid. If you're 10% down payment down, you want to make sure on $200,000, maybe you can put the full $20,000 up front. It just makes you look that much stronger. So I would consider on doing that if you're looking to purchase a home. Due to the lack of inventory, everybody asks me this question. It's a very good question. Matt, what do you think is going to happen to the market a year, 2 years from now? I think something's going to happen. Do we know what's going to happen? We don't have that crystal ball. Is the market going to crash? It's more than likely going to crash. So we just don't know where it's going to be, right? So if we're putting offers in on houses today, the prices of houses have inflated so much because of supply and demand, right? There's no houses on the market. So the house prices are up so high because interest rates are so low because everybody wants these houses. They can afford them now. What's going to happen is eventually these interest rates are going to probably creep up, and the housing prices are going to creep down. So if you're looking longevity, if you're looking to stay in that house for a long period of time, now is an excellent time to buy. I wouldn't be worried about the price because you're going to get that lower interest rate if you're looking to stay in that home for some time. Like I said, their rates are historically low. I'm just looking at my notes, what I have written down. So back in the day, we used to be able to write letters to all of our sellers, and now the housing, not the Board of Realtors, Fair Housing had sent us out a letter, an email telling us that we can't write a letter to the individual buyer putting our personal information in, that our family would be perfect for this home, et cetera, et cetera. The only thing that we can do is that we can say that the property, we can talk about our price point and how we can close it. our timeline we can close. So we can put that in a contract. We can say, hi, seller, we are a very strong buyer. We're coming in with 20% down, and we want to move this house. We want to move on this house quickly. We want to close within 30 days. So we can still do that. We just can't talk about our family. I talked about putting a higher deposit down. I highly recommend that for all of our buyers today. Put down the highest amount of a deposit you can to land these houses. That's what you have to do. It's key. And don't be afraid of the bidding wars. And I would come in, like I said, you got to listen to the realtor. The realtor is going to know because they know these markets. I know these markets inside and out. Rob's asking me, why is that? Why is that what, Rob? Why is that what? You have to tell me why am I putting a higher deposit down? Just explain it a little bit more. So just being prepared in this market, coming in with a strong, like I said, it all comes down to being strong, being confident. When we're looking at these houses, when we're presenting offers, it's key to come in very strong. Why on the letter? We can't for fair housing. Fair housing does not want. There's now restrictions on putting a letter about our family. Fair housing is getting very strict with the family guidelines on the Garden State, on Zillow, on Realtor.com. We can only certain things. Now they're breaking it down to us doing things, sending out personal letters. So we can't do that when we're presenting offers anymore. Sorry, Rob. That used to be a good thing, but they just knocked us out. They just knocked us out for that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the market. As we know, usually I can give you, there's a lot of homes on the market. Just in Pequannock, I took Pequannock real quick because that's where I live. Right now, active on the market, there's only 16 listings. There's literally no inventory right now. Some of them are under attorney review, so they're no longer available. Right now, they have 19 homes that are under contract in Pequannock and sold since November 1st of 2020. And now we're in the second week of February, 69 homes. So you can see how the supply and demand affects it. So it's just something to keep in mind. That's the Pequannock housing market right now. If you want to know your housing market, feel free. Like I said, you can either private message me. You can send a message on the comments down below, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. What else can we talk about tonight? I don't think there's really much more. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the buyers and what I feel they should do in today's market, because it's so challenging, and I can feel the pressure from so many clients. We have so many buyers right now waiting on the sidelines, waiting for homes to come on. And once they come on, there's bidding wars, and we got to be prepared to put our best foot forward and not be afraid to, do the right thing. And just listen to who's ever on my team, myself. We're going to tell you the best way to approach it with what you have, because every client is different. A few things I have coming on. I have a listing appointment tomorrow. We have one coming on in Woodland Park. We actually have a buy level coming on in Woodland Park. It's probably going to be priced in the mid sixes. I have a contemporary that's going to be hitting the market in I want to say about a month in Woodland Park. It's going to be priced in the high fives. I have a gorgeous 2-bedroom condo that's coming on in Fort Lee. We haven't pinpointed a price on that yet. A few things that we have in the works off the top of my head. I think that's it for now, guys. My Facebook Lives aren't as funny as they normally are. I got to start kicking it up with something. Maybe I'll start doing something a little bit more, I don't know. Or you can look at all the balloons that my manager gave us for Valentine's Day. That was very nice. She said, I don't know if you guys saw, she was in here before. She put all these balloons up. She does it every year. She's great. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. 973-495-5469. You can always text me, call me, email me, matt.bariso@gmail.com. And that's it for now, guys. Just hang tight if you're looking to buy or sell. Selling is the absolute perfect time, so feel free to reach out to me for that. If you want to just get a price on your house to see what it's worth in today's market, I'd be happy to come by and take a look. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you have a great night.